The morning sets the tone for everything that follows, and after 60, it quietly decides something even more important: balance. Not the kind people talk about, but the kind that determines whether a simple step feels confident or uncertain. Many people believe balance loss happens suddenly, but the truth is more subtle. It slips away slowly, through small habits repeated every morning without notice. The good news is that balance can return the same way, quietly, gently, one morning at a time. Imagine waking up and feeling steady before your feet even touch the floor. That feeling is not luck. It is built. Picture an ordinary morning. The alarm goes off. You sit up quickly, feet hit the floor, and for a brief moment the room spins. Many brush this off as age, but this moment is the first signal. Balance begins before standing. One of the most powerful morning habits is something few people do intentionally. Before standing, pause. Sit upright on the edge of the bed. Take 3 slow breaths. Let the body adjust. This simple pause allows blood pressure to stabilize and gives the inner ear time to align. People who skip this step often feel lightheaded, which increases fall risk later in the day. This quiet pause trains the nervous system to move with control instead of urgency. Once standing, the second habit begins without effort. Many rush straight to the bathroom or kitchen. Instead, stand still for 10 seconds. Feel the weight through both feet. Notice the floor beneath you. This moment wakes up the sensors in the feet and ankles that control balance. These sensors weaken with age, not from time, but from lack of attention. Standing still may feel pointless, yet it strengthens the communication between the feet and the brain. Over weeks, this habit alone can reduce unsteadiness more than many people expect. Morning light is the third habit, and it is often ignored. Vision plays a larger role in balance than most realize. As people age, the eyes become slower at adjusting, especially in dim light. Opening the curtains or stepping outside for just 5 minutes tells the brain that the day has begun. Natural light sharpens visual awareness and improves coordination. This is not about sunshine for mood alone. It is about recalibrating the balance system. People who start the day in darkness often feel off balance until midday without knowing why. Hydration comes next, and this is where many unknowingly sabotage their balance. Overnight, the body loses fluids. Dehydration thickens the blood slightly and reduces circulation to the brain. Even mild dehydration can cause dizziness and weakness in the legs. Drinking a full glass of water within the first 10 minutes of waking restores balance from the inside. Coffee can wait. Water first. This habit alone prevents countless morning falls each year. Now comes a habit that feels almost too simple to matter: slow walking. Most people walk fast out of habit, not necessity. In the morning, slow walking is training. Walk from one room to another with intention. Keep the head upright, shoulders relaxed, and steps even. Rushing teaches the body to move without awareness. Slowing down retrains coordination. There is a story worth mentioning here. A man in his late 60s once noticed he felt unsteady every morning but fine by afternoon. He changed nothing except the way he walked in the morning. Slower, more aware. Within weeks, the unsteadiness faded. Nothing dramatic, just consistency. Footwear is the sixth habit, and it often causes hidden trouble. Soft slippers without support feel comfortable, but they weaken foot muscles and confuse balance signals. Going barefoot on slippery floors is even worse. Supportive shoes or firm house footwear in the morning stabilize the ankles and improve posture. This habit protects balance before the day even begins. The seventh habit begins before breakfast and lasts less than 2 minutes. Gentle ankle and leg movement. While standing at the counter or holding a chair, shift weight from one foot to the other. Lift heels slightly, then toes. These movements wake up muscles that control balance. They also strengthen joints that stiffen overnight. This is not exercise. It is preparation. Skipping it is like driving a car without warming the engine on a cold day. These habits work because balance is not one system. It is a conversation between the brain, eyes, ears, muscles, and joints. Morning habits decide whether that conversation is clear or confused. People often look for complex solutions, yet balance responds best to simple, repeated signals. As the morning continues, these habits quietly stack together. A steady rise from bed, grounded standing, light-filled vision, proper hydration, intentional movement, supportive footwear, gentle activation. None of these shout for attention, yet together they rebuild confidence step by step. And here is the most important part. Balance is not only physical. It affects how people feel about themselves. When balance improves, fear decreases. When fear decreases, movement becomes natural again. This is how independence is preserved, not through force, but through consistency. If this message resonates, stay with this story, because the second part will reveal how these morning habits protect balance throughout the entire day and why people who practice them quietly age with strength rather than caution. What happens after these morning habits is where the real transformation begins. Balance is not something that switches off once breakfast is over. The body remembers how the day started. When mornings begin with control instead of rush, the nervous system carries that stability forward. Small choices then become easier. Walking feels smoother. Turning feels safer. Even confidence changes in ways people rarely connect to balance. One powerful effect of these habits is how they protect against sudden loss of balance later in the day. Many falls do not happen during risky activities. They happen during ordinary moments. Turning too quickly, reaching for something, standing up after sitting. Morning habits train the body to respond calmly instead of abruptly. This is especially important after 60, when reaction time naturally slows. Training calm movement early creates a safety buffer for the rest of the day. Another quiet benefit is posture. Poor balance often begins in the spine. Morning stillness and slow walking encourage upright posture. This aligns the head over the shoulders and the shoulders over the hips. When posture improves, balance improves automatically. The body moves as one unit instead of compensating awkwardly. Many people chase balance exercises without addressing posture. Morning habits fix posture without effort. There is also a mental shift that happens. People who rush their mornings often feel behind all day. This mental tension shows up physically. Muscles tighten. Steps become uneven. Balance suffers. A calm morning sets a different rhythm. The mind feels ahead, not behind. The body follows. This connection between mental state and balance is often overlooked, yet it is one of the strongest influences. Nutrition plays a subtle role too. Hydration was the first step, but breakfast matters as well. Skipping breakfast or choosing only sugar causes energy drops that affect coordination. Protein and steady energy support muscle response. Balance depends on muscles firing at the right time. Stable energy makes that possible. One more story fits here. A woman in her early 70s noticed she avoided walking outside because she feared uneven ground. After changing her mornings, she felt steadier. She began walking again, slowly at first. Her balance improved even more. The habit created confidence, and confidence created movement. This cycle is how balance truly returns. Consistency is the key. These habits are not dramatic enough to feel life-changing in a single day. They work because they are repeated, week after week, month after month. Balance improves quietly, without announcement. One day, people realize they are no longer holding furniture while walking. They turn without hesitation. They trust their body again. This trust is priceless. Loss of balance often leads to reduced activity. Reduced activity weakens muscles. Weakened muscles worsen balance. Morning habits break this cycle. They keep people moving safely, which keeps them strong. There is also something deeply empowering about taking control in such a simple way. No equipment, no appointments, no complicated routines, just awareness and intention. This is why these habits work across the USA, the UK, Canada, and Australia. They fit real lives. They respect real mornings. As days pass, these habits become automatic. The body expects them. Skipping them feels noticeable. That is when people know change has happened. Balance is no longer something to worry about. It becomes part of who they are again. If you found value in this message, do not let it end here. Apply one habit tomorrow morning, then another. Let the change unfold naturally. And if you want to continue learning how small daily choices protect strength, balance, and independence after 60, support the AgeWise community by liking this video, sharing it with someone who needs it, and subscribing for more guidance that helps you move through life with confidence and stability every single day.